All right, our team coverage continues now on the coronavirus. Connecticut leaders are taking even more steps to ensure that everyone is socially distancing.
Many local playgrounds and outdoor spaces have already been shut down, and now the governor is taking steps to make sure our state parks don't become too crowded. Channel 3's Roger Suzanne is live at Sleeping Giant in Hamden, and there's more on this executive order. So what does it mean for people who want to get outside, Roger?
Yeah, Eric and Nicole, the big takeaway for people is that the governor is not closing state parks. We want to make that very clear. You can still come out here and enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be a nice day today. But what the governor is doing is he's allowing law enforcement to step in if they feel like big crowds are basically making it impossible for folks to socially distancing. So what he's actually doing is he's issuing an executive order. He did it yesterday afternoon. And what it does is it gives DEEP the ability to shut down any state park, again, if investigators feel that attendance is too high. Now, there are no exact rules for when police would close these parks, but the governor is basically trusting their judgment. This decision, of course, comes at a time when many local parks, playgrounds, and athletic fields have already been shut down. So it might sound disappointing to some families who are probably constantly looking for outdoor activities during this COVID-19 crisis. But remember, again, the parks aren't officially closing. You're just going to need to check DEEP's website or WFSB.com before you visit to make sure that the location you want to drop by is open at the time and the date that you want to go. But you also should be flexible because, again, DEEP can step in and shut down any park at a moment's notice for safety reasons. Now, there have been big crowds here at Sleeping Giant recently, but when we spoke with folks enjoying the park, they told us everyone seemed to be doing their best to socially distance.
Actually, I did notice out there on the trail, a lot of people are keeping their distance between one another. You don't see a lot of people crowding around, which I think is a very good practice for us to continue on.
And by the way, Sleeping Giant, of course, is one of Connecticut's busiest state parks, and they've actually had to shut down multiple times over the last few weeks, again, to protect people. And coming up in the next half an hour, we're going to talk about ways where people can enjoy state parks safely as possible, and we'll have a few tips for how you can avoid the crowds here at state parks as well. Reporting live in Hamden, I'm Roger Suzanne in Channel 3 Eyewitness News.